The views, information, and opinions expressed during the following program are solely those of the individuals involved and do not necessarily represent the views of Access Communications, its representatives, or its employees.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Knights of Columbus Carol Festival here at the Knox Metropolitan United Church in Regina. Welcome to all of you that are present, and welcome to all the viewers across Saskatchewan on the AccessNow TV and on the AccessNow app. We would like to begin by acknowledging that we are on Treaty 4 territory, and that the city of Regina and all the people here are beneficiaries of this treaty. Treaty 4 encompasses the lands of the Cree, Saulteaux, Dakota, Nakota, Lakota, and on the homeland of the Métis Nation. We respect and honor the treaties that were made on all these territories. We acknowledge the harms and mistakes of the past, and we are committed to move forward in partnership with Indigenous nations in a spirit of reconciliation and collaboration. As people gathered here this evening, we heard these beautiful bell ringing. So I'd like to thank the Regina bell ringers for braving the cold weather in the bell tower and ringing those bells for us tonight. So thank you very much, the Regina bell ringers. At this time, via video link, we'd like to welcome Metropolitan Lawrence Hushulak, the Metropolitan of the Ukrainian Catholic Eparchy of Winnipeg and the Apostolic Administrator for the Eparchy of Saskatoon, which encompasses all Ukrainian Catholics here in Canada.
Dear brothers and sisters in Christ, one of the more popular Christmas carols that we sing during this time of the year begins with the phrase, "Silent Night, Holy Night." These words not only draw our thoughts to the Bethlehem manger some 2,000 years ago and the birth of the Christ child, but they also create a hope for the same conditions in our lives today. Even more so this year, with the cruel wars in Ukraine, in Palestine, and in so many other areas of the world, we long for a world that is silent from bombs and drones and filled with the grace and peace of holiness. On that first Christmas night, Mary and Joseph and the Christ child found peace and tranquility in the stable, gathered around the manger. It was there that they found refuge from the cold winter's night, the rejection by strangers, and the lack of hospitality at the inn. With their trust in the Lord, they found a silent, peaceful night full of grace and holiness. Dear friends, we too can find peace and holiness in our lives, even when the world around us only seems to know violence and hate. We can create our own peaceful Bethlehem manger when we gather for our Christmas Eve supper or any other meal time shared with family and friends. When we sing carols, we continue the work of the angels who announce the glory of God to the world and to the universe. When we gather in prayer in our churches, we become like the shepherds who knelt in adoration at the manger before the infant Jesus. When we exchange gifts and good wishes, we become like the Magi who shared their abundance with Mary and Joseph. We often set up small manger scenes in our homes as a replica of the first manger scene in Bethlehem. Let us also consider conducting our own lives as a living manger scene, where we become the characters that we know so well in the gospel account of the Nativity. Dear brothers and sisters in Christ, our prayer and wish for you this Christmas season is that the peace, tranquility, and the holiness of the first Christmas night will be part of your life, no matter what turbulence and calamity befalls you. May you all be blessed with a silent night and a holy night, not just on Christmas Eve, but every night and day of your life that lies ahead. Let us proclaim with joy to the world, Christ is born, Let us glorify him.
Thank you, Metropolitan. With me now, I have Ian Toms. He is the past president of the Rotary Club. We'd like to thank him and acknowledge the Rotary Club and all the Rotarians for over 80 years of consecutive running of the Carol Festival. Thank you very much, Ian. Tell us, you've been involved since the inception was done in 1941. What inspired the Rotarians to run it at that time?
Well, thanks, Andre. No, I haven't been involved since 1941. I'm not quite that old, but I think my involvement dates back to 2000, so about 23 years. And first of all, I want to say congratulations and thank you to you and the Knights of Columbus for accepting the torch and carrying on with the Carol Festival. It's such an important event for the city of Regina at Christmas time, so thank you for that.
Thank you. How did this start?
Well, it started, Andre, in 1941, right here in this church, and it started because the minister at Knox Metropolitan at that time, a fellow by the name of Reverend Len Outerbridge, was the minister here, but he was also a Rotarian. And they were dark days back in 1941. The country was at war, and many residents were away fighting in the war. And Len felt that there needed to be an event that would cheer up the residents of Regina at that time. So that was his primary objective. But his secondary objective was also to raise some money to help the needy people in Regina over the Christmas season.
Well, that's wonderful, Ian. Now, over the 80-plus years, you've helped a lot of charities. Do you know approximately how much money was raised in those 80 years?
Andre, I wish I could answer that question. We're great Rotarians, but we're not great record keepers. We don't have records dating back to 1941. I would say, just estimating, based on my involvement over the past 23 years, that it would be well over $1 million in support to the community.
That is incredible. Thank you very much to you and the Rotarian Club here in Regina. Now, I understand you've got a challenge to your brothers and sisters there, Rotarians.
Thanks, Andre. Yes, I do. A great deal of support for the Carol Festival over the years came from members of the Rotary Clubs of Regina. And so today I want to be, I'm not your first person to donate to the Carol Festival, but I want to present you with a donation. And I know a number of Rotarians are watching because we've been talking about the Carol Festival at our meeting. So I'm going to issue a challenge to all Rotarians to support the Carol Festival as you have done for many, many years.
Thank you very much, Ian, and thank you very much, Rotarians. Greatly appreciate your donation to the charities. Thank you very much, Ian.
Thank you, Andre.
Thank you. Next, I would like to call upon Mayor Masters to bring greetings from the city of Regina. Your Worship.
Thank you so much. Good evening, everyone. On behalf of my City Council colleagues and the City of Regina, I am so pleased and privileged to be here with you tonight at the 2023 Regina Carol Festival. I know it's been a few years, and so it's quite wonderful to see everyone back in person. This Carol Festival has played a really important role at this time of year, every year, as you heard, for 80 years. They raise funds to contribute to charities that help those in need within our city and our surrounding communities. With this year's funds going to the Salvation Army, the Regina Food Bank, Access Communications Children's Fund, and the Knights of Columbus Foundation's Coats for Kids program, anyone who can donate anything, it would be greatly appreciated. These are profoundly welcome charities within our community. I like to say that I have the privilege of going out and showing gratitude to the amazing organizations and the amazing people that exist within our community. And I will say that the Knights of Columbus and the Rotarians, as you just heard, are two of those who are always stepping up and looking for ways to help. So thank you to the Knights of Columbus for your hard work in this new role. Your dedication to ensuring this year's selected charities can continue to do their good work is deeply appreciated. And I also want to thank the numerous local choirs, other volunteers for their efforts in making this night happen. I like to say that Regina has the best volunteers in the country. We have such giving people here. It really is what makes our city special. Last but not least, I would like to thank all of those who have already donated to this program. Thank you. And I hope you have a wonderful time making memories and spending time with loved ones over the holiday season. I wish you all a joyful holiday season, a very Merry Christmas, and a New Year blessed with happiness, health, and the warmth of those you love. Have a good evening.
We're about to bring our first choir on, and before we do that, we like to do our first appeal of donations. Now we're going to pass a collection basket around. If you're able to, please donate. At home, you can see we have a phone number going across the screen at 306-559-6606. You can also go online and donate e-transfers at kfcfestival@gmail.com. Or please, you can find a donation for credit cards, also payable at saskfc.foundation, and you'll find our link there. Now, our four charities for this evening are the Salvation Army, the Regina Food Bank, Access Communications Children's Fund, and the Knights of Columbus Coats for Kids program. You know, during the Christmas season, we look forward to sharing a meal and laughter with our family and friends. But others, they may not have a family or even a meal. I've had the opportunity this weekend to talk with Evan Whitestar from the Mother Teresa Middle School. They were collecting mitts and toques for their school. And what he said resonated me very clearly, that happiness is the byproduct of doing good. It is true that we feel good if we help someone out. Could be a gesture of opening a door open, passing someone and saying hello. I'm sure you all have seen Elf, the movie, and in that part of it, there is where Santa's sleigh can't fly anymore because there is no Christmas spirit. Well, let's make Santa's sleigh fly tonight. Let's get our spirit going, and let's make sure that every child may get a gift and a meal and warmth this Christmas season. Your generosity will brighten up someone's life and spread happiness over this Christmas season. Thank you. Our first choir performing tonight is the Regina Filipino-Canadian Children's Choir. And with me, I have the director, Amy Colliado. Welcome, Amy, to our show.
Thank you.
And tell us a little about your choir.
This choir is a unique choir in the city. It is composed of ages 4 to 14. And these young voices come from different schools in the city. The objective of this choir is to develop in these students the beauty of music and at the same time contribute to the joy and artistry of singing together to give back to the community.
Fabulous. Thank you very much, Amy. Now, what carols will you be performing today?
Christmas Alphabet, Presents, and Hark the Herald Angels Sing.
Well, thank you very much, Amy. Please, everybody, let's welcome the Regina Filipino-Canadian Children's Choir.
Thank you. And the Regina Filipino Canadian Children's Choir. Thank you. Wasn't that wonderful? So with me now, I have Larry Packett from the Knights of Columbus of Saskatchewan. Welcome, Larry.
Thank you, Curtis.
So what is your role with the Knights?
Curtis, I am the state deputy for the province of Saskatchewan. I look after the councils in this beautiful province.
Who are the Knights of Columbus, and when and why were they founded?
The Knights of Columbus is a charitable fraternal organization founded in New Haven, Connecticut by one sole priest, Father McGivney, in 1882, who saw a need to defend the widow and orphan in hard times and to help out where he could.
That's awesome. And how many members make up the Knights of Columbus?
The members worldwide is just under 2 million men, and in Saskatchewan here we have just over 10,000 members throughout our whole province.
And Larry, what motivated you to become a Knight?
When I became a Knight 30 some odd years ago, I had a young family, and I wanted to model my life after the men that I looked up to in my community, in my parish community, and fashion my life in faith and charity around what they were doing in the community.
Great. And please explain the various ways someone can get involved with the Knights.
Getting involved with the Knights of Columbus, any Catholic man over the age of 18 can come and join our order, and you can come and help and do charity work with us. We do pancake breakfasts, we do wheelchairs, we do all kinds of things, coats for kids. There's numerous things you can do in your community, become a Knight, and to help out where you can.
Thank you very much, Larry.
Now we have the Rydna Shkola Ukrainian National Federation Choir. With me I have Svetlana to introduce this choir. Svetlana, who are the members of this choir?
So the members of the choir are all Rydna Shkola students that are aged from 3 years old up till 14 years old.
And what is the Rydna Shkola?
Rydna Shkola is a Ukrainian Saturday school that has been active for more than 50 years in Regina.
Super. And what carols will you be singing for us?
We will be singing tonight Во Вифлеємі нині новина and Нова радість стала.
So that is in Bethlehem and heaven and earth. Ladies and gentlemen, the Rydna Shkola Ukrainian National Federation Choir.
to the Rydno Szkola Ukrainian National Federation Choir. Thank you very much. That was fantastic. So with me now, I have Lieutenant Karen Fraser from the Salvation Army. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
So tell us about your experience with the Salvation Army and what motivated you to get involved.
The Salvation Army for me has been a part of my journey since 2015. I started out as an employee of the Salvation Army, being able to support those in my community in Powell River, BC, where I'm from, the hurting and those who just need a little extra of God's love, and that is why I started with the Salvation Army, and I've been working with the Salvation Army since.
Great, thank you. Wonderful. What are some of the urgent needs of the Salvation Army?
We've seen a lot of newcomers come, so that's a big urgent need. We have a lot of homeless that just need a little extra love and support and just God's grace on their life as well. So the main need is just that homelessness is huge in Regina right now, and we're seeing a lot of homeless people coming in and just seeking some support, but also people who need food as well. We have a program called our Sally Shop that I don't know if a lot of people know about, where people can come and get food and get it at a reasonable cost. And it's all done by donations of those who are able to give to the Salvation Army.
Fantastic. How have the Knights of Columbus contributed to the kettlebell program that goes on this time of year?
Oh, it's been a pure joy. I've actually been able to have many conversations with the Knights of Columbus that have stood on our kettles as I've picked up kettles throughout the season. It's been, I just want to say thank you. A huge thank you from the Salvation Army from the bottom of our hearts. Just being able to see your guys' smiling faces and just support the Salvation Army through it has been a pure joy, and the passion that you have behind doing it and watching you engage with people has been a pure joy. So thank you.
Thank you, Lieutenant Karen from the Salvation Army.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for the Salvation Army enlightening us about being one of our charities. With me here, I have Vanessa. Welcome.
Thank you.
You're with the Curtis Horn Christian School Bell Choir, correct? Yes. And tell us a bit about your bell choir.
Okay, so this is actually our, Curtis Horn has K-9, and this is actually our grade 6 to 8 choir, bell choir, and they're being directed by Miss Landry this evening.
And what carols will they be performing on the bells?
So tonight they'll be performing Silent Night, We Three Kings, and Joy to the World.
Thank you very much, Vanessa, and welcome choir, and welcome the Curtis Horn Christian School Bell Choir. Wow, that was absolutely fantastic. Thank you very much. Rebecca Landry and the Curtis Horn Christian School Bell Choir. You guys are awesome. Thank you very much for performing tonight. You know, many of you out there are looking at Carol Festival performers here tonight and go, how come we weren't called or contacted to play? Well, please, we may not have all your contact numbers, so you can go to our website at saskfc.foundation and you'll find the Carol Festival link, and there's a place for you to make comments and let us know your contact information so we can get you to perform next year. It'd be great to have more choirs next year as well. Now, we've had these fabulous choirs performing all night long for you. They've really worked hard to bring some joy and happiness to everyone. So we would like to now encourage all of you not only to donate here in person, but to please, you've got the contact phone number online being 306-559-6606. You can also do an e-transfer or go to donation online at saskfc.foundation. Now, this goes well to support our four major charity groups today: the Salvation Army, the Regina Food Bank, the Access Communication Children's Fund, and the Knights of Columbus Coats for Kids program. We've heard great things already from the Knights of Columbus. We've heard from the Salvation Army. We live in one of the greatest countries in the world. And here in Saskatchewan, neighbors have always helped neighbors. We know we are in tough economic times, but there are others that may not have anything. So we appreciate any little donation you may make. Any little bit will help. Will help the less fortunate, and we want to advocate for them. We also want to put food on the tables and put coats on our kids. Your generosity will go a long way to help someone's life get better, may even save a life. Our next choir we have is the Gloria Ukrainian Orthodox Choir. I have with me here Father Deacon Mark Damascus. Slava Isusu Christu. Now tell us a little bit about this choir.
Well, this is our parish choir under the direction of Maxim Kozakov. We also go by the name of Gloria when we're not singing in church.
And the carols that you'll be performing tonight are what?
Tamu Bakhmuti, there in Bakhmut, and as you know, that Bakhmut was one of the cities that was horribly destroyed in the war in Ukraine right now. We're also singing Me kolядники з України. We are carolers from Ukraine. And also Святкує Україна, хоч в серці тривога. Ukraine is celebrating, although there's anxiety in their heart.
Thank you very much, Father Deacon Mark. Ladies and gentlemen, the Gloria Ukrainian Orthodox Choir.
Thank you.
Thank you to the Gloria Ukrainian Orthodox Choir. Thank you very much. Once again, we have State Deputy Larry Pocket here speaking on behalf of the Knights of Columbus Charitable Foundation. Hi, Larry.
Hello, Chris.
What is the Knights of Columbus Charitable Foundation?
The Knights of Columbus Saskatchewan Charitable Foundation was formed in 1969 when a group of brother knights saw a need for charity and need in their community to help through bursaries and donations and just a charitable organization.
How are funds raised and what types of groups does it benefit?
The funds raised by the Charitable Foundation are mainly through donations and from their investments with the foundation. They take donations all the time, and we benefit many different organizations like the Wheelchair Foundation of Canada. We also benefit the Coats for Kids program, which the Knights of Columbus are very proud of. We partnered with a lot of Indigenous communities this year, and we've donated coats in the numbers of 5,700 this year to our Saskatchewan brothers and sisters in mostly, well, some remote areas, but in a lot of cities and a lot of small towns. And we blanketed the whole province with 5,700 coats for a province our size is something to be very proud of.
That's wonderful. And globally, this year there was another milestone achievement with 1 millionth coat that was donated this year?
Yes, this year when we were down at the state deputy meeting in Denver, Colorado, Patrick Kelly, our Supreme Knight, gave away the 1 millionth coat, and that is 14 years. In 2009 it started, and he gave us kind of a goal to set. He wants to have the 2 millionth coat by 2030, and we assured him that it's going to be in 4 years, not 7. So it was a very proud moment for every knight in the whole order to be contributor to that 1 millionth coat that was given away.
That's awesome. Thank you very much, Larry.
Thank you.
Thank you, Curtis. With me, I have Fran Morn, the Director of Community Relations for Access Communications Children's Fund. Thank you very much for coming with me, Fran.
Thanks for having me, and thanks for not asking me to sing.
No problem. We still have some choirs to go. So tell me, describe how Access Communications Children's Fund helps children in our community.
Yeah, so the Access Communications Children's Fund has a simple mandate. Every child deserves a chance. Our charity is unique in that it funds programs from other nonprofits and charities across Saskatchewan, helping children at risk or in need in our communities.
Well, that's fantastic. What are some of the current programs in place with this Children's Fund?
Yeah, so what we do is we focus on funding programs for children at risk or in need in 3 key focus areas. It's health and wellness, education and literacy, and social inclusion for diverse youth. So it really is, it runs a gamut of programs across the province, and I am proud to say we've worked with over 60 organizations this year alone to the tune of a donation of over $750,000.
That's incredible. $750,000 for the Children's Fund. That's a lot of money to raise, so how do you fund such a program?
That's a great question. Our primary funding initiative is TV Bingo on AccessNow TV. For those of you that have played it, it really is a fantastic fundraising mechanism and an awesome way to spend a Saturday night. So in addition to TV Bingo, we have some incredible partners in the community like Knights of Columbus that run fundraising initiatives that we are also a part of.
Well, thank you very much, Fran, for enlightening us in the Children's Fund, and it's great to have you on. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Coming up, I have Sam. Sam, you're with the Dr. Martin Lebolda's Catholic High School Chamber Choir. Now, tell me about this choir.
So this is a not-for-credit choir that we have here at Lebolda's, and all students, whoever wants to, from grade 9 through 12, can all join the choir, and we get together every Wednesday at lunch to sing and prepare for events like this.
Well, we love having your choir here. Now, who's your choir director?
Ms. Kelly Magnuson.
Fabulous. And what carols will you be singing for us tonight?
Tonight we will be singing Winter Song and Tidings of Comfort and Joy.
Thank you very much. I'll let you join the choir. Dr. Martin Lebolda's Catholic High School Chamber Choir.
Wasn't that just lovely? Thank you very much again to the Dr. Martin Laboldis Catholic High School Choir. Thank you very much. In the spirit of season, please keep ringing those phones. We'd like to get those donations to all these charities possible as much as we could. With me now, I have David Froh from the Regina Food Bank. David, welcome.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me, and great job, everybody.
Awesome. David, what's your role with the Regina Food Bank?
Yeah, I'm the Vice President of Community at the Regina Food Bank. And, my story of why I'm interested is I came here, with my mom and with my grandmother and was raised to give back to community. And, at the Regina Food Bank, we call ourselves neighbors feeding neighbors, much like all of you. And in proud prayer tradition, we take care of our neighbors.
That's awesome. What are the biggest challenges facing the food bank nowadays?
Yeah, well, I came here with my daughter Lydia tonight, and 1 in 4 residents that are children in Saskatchewan are food insecure. So of the 15,000 people that we feed this month and every month, 43% of our clients are kids. But the fastest growing group of people we feed are those that work full-time, work 2 or 3 jobs, and need a hand up from many of your viewers this evening. And of course, we rely entirely on donations to feed so many people.
Yeah, that's quite the trend that's happening now. What are the most required items that the food bank needs at this time?
Yeah, we're proud that this month and every Christmas time, we'll put 2,500 holiday hampers on families' tables. And of course, behind that food is the best form of nourishment, that's care. So canned goods, but of course you can donate tonight or donate online at reginafoodbank.ca. Every dollar donated to us secures 3 meals. And we really appreciate the opportunity to you and to all viewers.
Awesome. Thank you very much, David, and do what you can to support the Regina Food Bank. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Curtis. David. With me now, we have the Ukrainian carolers. To introduce them, I will ask Reverend Vasil Timishak to come up to the front. Slava Christu. And who are the Ukrainian carolers?
So Ukrainian carolers are one choir, beautiful choir. It's actually a joint choir from St. Basil, St. Athanasius, and St. Michael's Ukrainian churches here in Regina.
And the choir director is?
Alla Gov Timishak.
Now, we've had the privilege of listening to Alla sing soprano at the Messiah concert last week, and incredible. Can you tell us a little bit about Alla?
Yeah, Alla studied in Italy, especially in Rome. She as soloist, as soprano. She performed in many operas, musica sacra, baroque music, and many concerts there. And since 2017, she moved here to Regina.
Well, we're very happy to have you, Alla. So what carols will you be singing for us today?
Okay, so we'll be singing, oh, you have them here for me. Good, thank you. God is begotten. There was great rejoicing, and let us rejoice today.
So I've got that right. It's Bog się рождає, нова радість стала, і возвеселимся всі разом нині. Прекрасно.
That's what I meant to say, yeah. Okay, Andrei, you know what? We still have some spot there. Why don't you join us?
I did bring a Ukrainian shirt, so I'd love to join you. Дякую.
Amen.
The Ukrainian carolers, Director Alla Govtinshak. Wow, that was fantastic. I got up on stage to sing for this. So it's time for a donation. You sitting at home, please ring those phones. Keep our operators busy. Please email, transfer us, or go online to saskfc.foundation and please donate. Let's be generous. Let's make the happiness go around for everyone. We have the Salvation Army, the Regina Food Bank. We've got the Access Communications Children's Fund. And we also have the Knights of Columbus Coats for Kids program. Let's support these programs as much as we can. We know that it's a tough economic time, but there's a lot more or less fortunate people out there that need us to be neighbors helping neighbors, as Saskatchewan is known for. Let's help put food on the tables. Your generosity will go a very long way.
Thank you, Andre. So with us now from the Knights of Columbus, we have Brian Schatz. He's past chapter president. And from the Fourth Degree Knights, we have faithful navigator Gordon Stepansky and Terry Shelley. Brian, how are you involved with the Knights of Columbus and what types of roles have you held?
I'm currently the financial secretary for our council. I've been the past president of the Regina chapter. I'm past state deputy for the province of Saskatchewan. I've held past grand knight of the council as well. Numerous roles throughout various levels within the Knights of Columbus throughout Saskatchewan. What was the other part of your question?
What is the Regina chapter and what are some of their accomplishments?
The Regina chapter is a coordinating body. You've heard me say council a number of times, what I've been involved with. Each Knights of Columbus member belongs to a council. And that's at the very, very frontline workers for Knights of Columbus. It's at the community level, at the parish level. There are 17 councils within the city of Regina, plus Balgony and Southey. So 19 councils, about 1,500 members throughout the city and surrounding area. And they do work right in the community, but that means there's only about 100 members or so each council. If we get involved in projects that need coordinating, that's the Regina chapter. We get together once a month and we say, how can we best serve our community? Rather than having taxed one council to do something, we get together and we all join together and say, like the festival here, we'll put it on as the Regina chapter. We did a fundraising project for Campion College Lift, raised over $50,000 through the work of the chapter and provided the lift for the Campion College. We do Santa Maria bingos once a month. We do portering for Wascana Rehab Center weekly. There are so many things that we can do as a Regina chapter, coordinating all of the work of those 19 councils.
That's just fantastic. So collectively, throughout the city, there's numerous projects that are continuously ongoing all the time, correct?
All the time. We get involved in Country Thunder. We're involved in the festival now. There's all sorts of things that we're involved in.
Awesome. Now, Gord, you are with the Fourth Degree Knights, and what is the Fourth Degree Knights' role?
That's right. The Fourth Degree Knights are sometimes called the Bishop's Arm, and we're the more visible arm of the Fourth Degree Knights. We have the uniforms. What you will see also is we'll be laying the wreaths at the Cenotaph, for example. We'll be at funerals for deceased members, like that. And just the visible part of the Knights of Columbus, like that. We've got about 170 members in the Regina area and just in the area of around Regina, like that. I've got an executive committee, which is just a dynamite committee that we meet monthly and look at different avenues of projects that we want to look at and just help out in whatever way we can, like that. Very much like the chapter, kind of a mirror image of them, like that.
And what motivated you to become a Fourth Degree Knight?
A Fourth Degree Knight? I've been a Knight in general for about 15 years now. I think I was motivated by the fact that an individual Knight that brought me into the Knights was very, very interested in me. And he literally walked me through everything. And I just he became kind of almost my grandfather walk, like that. And I just wanted to be like him. And you just rise to the occasion like that to be a Knight like that.
Isn't that true, though? Just a great role model to have and follow in others' footsteps.
Absolutely. It's all about the role model at the end, like that.
Awesome. Thank you, Gord. Now, Terry, what is your role with the Knights of Columbus?
Our role at the Knights of Columbus is I'm with one of the councils, as Brian had mentioned, Bishop Buch on Council 5914. And we're very active in the community, and through Andrea Lazurko and crew, we help put on this Carol Festival tonight. I also, one of the big projects we did about a year ago was our council kind of put our heads together and thought, what do we do for the orphans in Ukraine? So we decided to have a bicycle trek all the way from Regina to Moose Jaw and back over 2 days. And with the cooperation of the Sisters of St. Joseph in Saskatoon, we raised over $20,000 to provide clothing, food, shelter for orphans in Ukraine and outside Ukraine.
And Terry, you're also involved with Special Olympics. How are the Knights involved with Special Olympics?
Special Olympics is very close to the hearts of the Knights of Columbus. We have been involved for over 50 years in cooperation for the late football player George Reed. We work with him in the past years to provide programs and services to all of the Special Olympic athletes in the province, and all the councils help out with that. And also, not only do we provide volunteer services for their programs, they have national games, international games they qualify for, provincial summer and winter games, and local events. And through that, the volunteerism and the financial contributions of Knights, the Special Olympics programs is surviving and well done. I also like to thank Mayor Sandra Masters for showing up to one of our bowling tournaments. They're very much appreciated. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you, Terry. Andre, not only are you the host of this event here, but in the past you've done some other events with the Knights of Columbus.
Yeah, one event that we're very kind of proud of to have been involved with for a number of years now is, again, with the war going on in Ukraine, there are so many images coming back of so many orphan children where the parents have been killed during the war. And we've always supported the Sisters of St. Joseph's out of Saskatoon who run orphanages in Ukraine. And we, for a number of years, have donated money through them to help those orphans out. Now, it happened to be that we needed a little larger fundraising for them to happen. And we, as God led this path for us, we happened to team up with the Halcyon Choir and the Regina Philharmonic Choir that put on the Christmas Messiah concert. Last year and this year, we partnered up with them. It's been phenomenal support with them, great community support. Last year, we raised $38,000 for the orphans. This year, we raised just over $16,000 for the orphans in Ukraine. The sisters flew out on Saturday with a lot of the funds, and they're actually now in Ukraine going through the orphanages, but they're also delivering not only care packages to all the children in need, but they're also reaching out way in the eastern part of Ukraine to the children that are stranded there.
That's fantastic and wonderful. Thank you, everybody, and give these Knights a tremendous round of applause. Thank you.
Thank you, Curtis. Wow, look at this beautiful choir we have here. Amazing. So I have with me coming up, the spokesman is going to be Nina to talk about this choir. So Nina, this is the Regina Christian High School Choir. Tell us a little about this choir.
Yes, well, we have 78 students in grades 9 through 12 singing in this choir, and they give up their lunch hours 3 times a week to practice, and they love performing wherever they're invited, but many venues, churches, schools. They're actually going on a choir tour at the end of January as well to Edmonton, so they do a lot of performances, and you'll see.
We're very happy that you accepted to be here with us tonight to showcase your choir. Now, who's your choir director?
Our choir director is Sharon Rilling, and accompanied tonight by Ingrid Kerr.
And what Christmas carols will you be singing for us?
The first one is called Born is the King, that's right, and Mary Did You Know, and then Carol of the Bells.
Fabulous. Thank you very much, Nina. Ladies and gentlemen, the Regina Christian High School Choir.
The
Church Regina Christian High School Choir. We're going to ask them to stay on the stage for a little bit. As our evening is coming to a conclusion, before we have our final performances come on, I would like to thank all of you that are present. All of you that are present here at Knox Metropolitan United Church. For all of you watching on AccessNow TV and the AccessNow app, thank you for being part of this very, very special evening. Your generosity to support will not only help our charities financially, but will also support them spiritually and morally. They will do a lot of good work in our communities. I would like to thank Mayor Masters and all the dignitaries and charities for spending the evening with us. Thank you very much to Access Communications, who's been a phenomenal partner with us to help put this across Saskatchewan and to bring this Carol Festival to medias all across this province. Thank you to the Knox Metropolitan United Church for providing and letting us use this beautiful facility, this house of worship, to raise the funds for these charities. To all the choirs, thank you. Thank you very much, because without you, this festival could not happen. To all the Knights of Columbus who supported the festival, who worked tirelessly behind the scenes and volunteered here tonight, thank you very much. And be assured that you have made a difference in someone's life. If you are part of a choir or quartet and didn't get a chance to perform this year, please reach out to us on saskfc.foundations and click the connect button to do that. We have some corporate sponsors we'd like to acknowledge at this time as well. Wendy Bachelor Creative. She was the designer of those beautiful Carol Festival blue posters. Thank you very much, Wendy. Stockdale's Electric Motor Corporations in Regina, Saskatoon. S3 Manufacturing in Swift Current. Now, donations are still available till December 31st of this year, so please go online. We've got the online numbers there for phoning in today and tomorrow. After that, please go online for your e-transfers or go to Sask KFC Foundations and click on the Festival Donate button. We're going to finish off the evening a little differently today. We will have 3 performers left. But first of all, I would like to thank everyone for your generous support. We have a total today, and it's going to make a difference, of $3,146, and the phones is still coming in. So thank you very much, community of Regina. On behalf of the Knights, we wish you a blessed Christmas filled with health, happiness throughout this Christmas season and into the new year. In conclusion, we will have 2 of our youth, Volodymyr Timishak and Sofia Kostenko. Over here, Sofia. They will be reading the story about the birth of Christ. Actually, we have a good voice yet, Tom. You're both at the same microphone. Oh, good. As they read the story of the birth of Christ, this will be followed by a soprano, Alla Golf Temishak. She will be singing a beautiful lullaby to the newborn Jesus entitled Sleep, Dear Jesus, Sleep, or in Ukrainian, Spe, Isusa Spe, to be accompanied by artistic director Hart Godden. After that, if you pick up your red books, on page 67 of your red song books, we'll conclude the evening with the Regina Choir singing Silent Night. We'll sing 1 verse. We'll ask everybody to join in for Silent Night, and that's how we will conclude our evening. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the reading of the birth of Christ according to Luke chapter 2.
In those days, a decree went out from Caesar Augustus that all the world should be enrolled. This was the first enrollment, when Quirinus was governor of Syria, and all went to be enrolled, each to his own city. And Joseph also went up from Galilee, from the city of Nazareth to Judah, to the city of David, which is called Bethlehem, because he was of the house and lineage of David, to be enrolled with Mary, his betrothed, who was delivered. And she gave birth to her firstborn son, and wrapped him in swaddling clothes, and laid him in a manger, because there was no place for them in the inn.
And in that region there were shepherds out in the field, keeping watch over their flock by night. And an angel of the Lord appeared to them, and the glory of the Lord shone around them, and they were filled with fear. And an angel said to them, "Be not afraid, for behold, I bring you good news of a great joy, which will come to all the people. For to you is born this day in the city of David a Savior, who is Christ the Lord. And this will be a sign for you. You will find a babe wrapped in swaddling clothes and lying in a manger." And suddenly there was with the angel a multitude of heavenly hosts praising God and saying, "Glory to God in the highest, and on earth peace among men with whom he is pleased."
When the angels went away from them into heaven, the shepherds said to one another, "Let's go over to Bethlehem and see this thing that has happened, which the Lord has made known to us." And they went with haste when they found Mary and Joseph and the babe lying in a manger. And concerning the child, and all who heard it, wondering at what the shepherds told them. But Mary kept all these things, pondering them in her heart. And the shepherds returned, glorifying and praising God.
If you'd like to share your feedback on the program you just watched, contact us today